Hi, I'm Aaron. Today we're going to show you how we design a countertop here at the Cabinet and Granite Depot.
Hello, I am Winnie Hunt. I'm the owner of the Cabinet and Granite Depot. We help customer guide to the right pieces with the right color. Once they handpick select each piece that will be tagged for this particular customer. And when they're ready for our go out to templates, we would template, we bring it back, and this is the slabs that would go to their kitchens.
Winnie's attention to detail is far and beyond, and she just really enjoys what she does and cares about it. She has so much experience as far as laying out kitchens, flows, designs, and working with all the different materials that we bring in. When she's programming, the slabsmith that we take the pictures on to file the slab for her to do the programming is very important because not all materials are the same width and height. Your quartz slabs are a little smaller, so helping the customer understand that, if they have a 130-inch island, it's probably not going to be in one piece. There's going to be a seam in it. So it just helps us educate them a little better, showing them the layout and the process.
When we receive the inventory from our supplier, we picture them. There's a green screen in the back, and that's how we inventory every slabs. So we can't see that particular piece, but when they get here, we inspect them, make sure there's no issues with the stones. Again, you're working with stones, they're fragile. Especially natural stones, we want to make sure there's not too much of fissures on there. It makes it very hard for us to cut it without breaking it. So we inspect them. If we find problems, we call the customer in to make sure they're okay with it. And once everything's approved, sign off, and that's where we start working on it.
And we schedule a measure, so we'll come out and do a template of the kitchen, see the layout we're working with. Depending on the material they select, we'll do a layout for them and show them the different ways. Like say, hey, if we're doing quartz and it has a vein in it and the flow, we need to line up the vein for the seam.
Let's say we have to do a job, have to have a seam in the island because it's 15 feet by 5 feet. So it involves 2 slabs to do it. And when you're doing 2 slabs, you have to make sure we order the matching slabs, meaning they're coming from the same blocks. So when we do that, each slab has different veins in there. When they have to match it up, make sure the vein goes correctly. Some stone has different colors, so you have to be very sure when we seam them together. It's a lot of cuttings, a lot of installing. Again, I gotta say our installers are doing great jobs. They're always trying to get it done. Make sure we get it done correctly. Average job is about 1 slab. So this particular job I probably use, I'd say about 9 slabs for this particular job. So it's like 1 job equivalent to 9 jobs. The software has the slab parts and also have the finished parts, what the kitchen will look like. Once we seam them together, they can see it, at least on a computer screen, to see how their kitchen islands or rest of the kitchen will look like. So this is the table I just inserted here. See that? Let's see the 0 points. After we saw a job, we would template a job and then we would bring it back, and it's another software. You clean it out and then you would import to this image software. Then we can mess around to make sure everything lines up correctly. Hopefully there's no scratches, things like that in there. and we can catch it before we actually cut it.
This is a piece that does not have a seam in it, so we have to fit this in this area without destroying the walls. And sometimes it's tough when you have a wall cabinet, because in order to do so, we cut a little bit of the sidewall out, slide it over, and have to high-low it. And you can only go so high without hitting the cabinets. And it's also 25 pounds per square foot. So sometimes it makes it very difficult not to damage any of the walls when you're trying to fit it in such a tight spot. Really what I love most about it is basically the finished product, you know. So it all starts from an idea that an architect had, the designers, the owners, and then it comes to our hands and we're able to put it to life. And then seeing that finished product of what they designed and developed and all the work that goes into it it's very rewarding.
Each job that goes up here, it has to be, well, at least perfect, sort of perfect, close to perfect, something I would accept. I looked at it this way, is if the vein doesn't match out correctly, and it just, I wouldn't want that in my house, or in my bar, or outdoor. At least I know I do the best I can for any of these jobs.
Thank you so much for watching. Please visit us on our website.
Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media.
And that way you can stay up to date with all of us here at the Cabinet and Granite Depot.
Thank you.
Thank you.